Hello guys, it's Chummas, and time doing a weekly blaze. It's about 1:30 a.m. on a Sunday, and we have some Bottleman stuff. So I will do the individual videos, as well as a haul video, just talking about these. So, yeah. Aside from that, I'm gonna do some clips after this one where I, just show some of the Bottleman stuff, like the progress of it, before stickers, and I'll do like after stickers and stuff. Should be interesting, but yeah. I'll talk more about like school stuff later in the week and whatnot. Like, that'll be probably later on today or tomorrow, but yeah, just want to show these for now before I do the whole video. So yeah, see you then. Alright, it is now Monday, a little after 1 a.m. A couple things to talk about today. First, I do want to show off the Bottleman Unsticker, just because I think it's interesting. And then I have some school stuff to talk about. So first up, the Bottleman stuff. So here they are. They are looking pretty cool. All unstickered. Just the main four. I'm not showing all the recolors. Because I already put stickers on a couple of them, so yeah, my bad. Plus the main ones are the ones that are like the most important, so whatever. But yeah, this guy here, dual gold. My focus is like over here, so I guess I'll hold it back, but this thing's rare, so I'm glad to have it. I checked eBay. There was one on eBay and it was like $230. Like, man, $230 for dual gold. I bought the full set for $100. Kind of pricey, but considering that a lot of times it was more than $25 per a random one anyway, you figure 4 of those, already over $100, so I'm like, yeah, close enough, right? The other stuff wasn't as bad. I got the set for like $25, and I got CC Leon for $15, so not as bad with those. Yeah. Very hyped to have dual gold, even though it's probably my least favorite of the mainline Bottlemen so far. It's just like, that thing was a pain to find. Glad to finally have it. I will probably put stickers on that tomorrow. Because I've done the Colmar Energy and Aquasports Shield stickers today, then tomorrow I will do Gyokrock 4G and Dual Gold. Tuesday I will do Sparking Knight and 10 Satan. And Wednesday I'll just finish up with CC Leon, and then yeah, we'll go from there. I'll record the videos as I finish the stickers, so tomorrow I will do the video for the random collection. And the set will be, like I said, Tuesday, CC Leon, Wednesday. So that should be fun. And yeah. So, with that said, for now I'm going to talk about school, because I am almost done with school. Very excited about this. I'm finally almost done. So I think I mentioned before that I haven't really had a real break, like a real summer break or anything like that since 2019, so like 3 years ago. Yeah, so I'm having a summer break. It starts technically April 24th is my last day. No, it is my last day technically. But if I finish all my work immediately, which I could literally just do on Monday, today, I could be done the 18th. So I'm going to do it today and be done the 18th. After this recording, I'm going to go to my last 2 assignments, and then I have one final left. I guess I should go backwards a little bit. So, last night, or I guess it still feels like Sunday to me, so I'm just going to say last night. So last night I did my assignments. I did all the assignments for one class. There were only a couple. And then I did the second class. I did the one assignment for yesterday. And then today I did the final. So the final's already done. I have like one more assignment for this class, just I guess for the hell of it. I don't know. But yeah. So I have one final assignment for this class, which I'm actually going to go do after this recording. And then there's the other class, which had its final for this week. Also an assignment with it. So I'm going to do the assignment part, again, after this recording. That stuff should probably not take too long, hopefully under an hour, if I'm lucky. If not, probably between an hour and a half, not too bad. And there's the final, which I'm just going to do when I wake up tomorrow, or after dinner if I wake up late enough. But regardless, hoping by around like 10 p.m. tomorrow, so less than 24 hours from now, I'm just done. That's that. I'm done with everything with that. And then summer's here. So, and I will finally be on summer break, which I've wanted for a while now. So, yeah, very excited about that. Hopefully it could be quick. Really hoping it's quick. I just that final doesn't seem too bad. It's like 7 slides, like or 10 slides, but one's like a title slide, one's like a reference. Or no, it's 9 slides. One's the reference slide. Who cares about that stuff? There's like 7 actual slides, and I already done 2 of them because you had like a sample thing not last week, the week before. That's done. So I just have to make like 5 slides, and I just have to like a little title and reference slide. Like who cares? That's like 2 seconds. So that should probably be like I think could be under 2 hours. I think at worst it'd be like 3, but that's like if I'm taking forever. But yeah, I'm almost done though. That's definitely doable. Tomorrow I was a little bit like, that might be a while. The assignments too. That might get kind of annoying. But if I just knock those out tonight, then I'm all good. Kind of don't want to though because I literally just spent a couple hours finishing my other final, which was a 10-page paper. I already had 7 pages done, so it was only like 3 pages today. But here's the thing: I didn't sleep a lot last night. It was Easter, had to get up at like 2:45 p.m. Okay, I know that's pretty late for most people, but for me that's like terrible. Well, sometimes it is. I go through weird phases where sometimes it's okay enough, other times it's terrible. The day before, I woke up at like 6:30 p.m. So you can imagine that's not the best thing. But hopefully, I'm just trying to make it till 6, man. So if I could just after this recording, I'm gonna do something up here really quick, and then go back downstairs probably before 1:45, and then do my schoolwork. Should be done before 3. Then I'll just sit down with some food, watch some stuff. Hopefully that takes us right to like 4:30 or so with just watching stuff, and you know, and then after that it's like an hour and a half left, and yeah, I guess I'll just watch more stuff or something. But we'll see. I already watched some anime today. I'll talk more about anime a different day because I kind of want to be done with the recording today. I didn't want to record too much, but I wanted to show the Bottle Man stuff and at least talk a little bit about school before it's done. So next time you guys will see me recording, I should be done with school, and I will tell you that I'm done, which is going to be nice because then I get summer break, and it doesn't start till late August. So it's like almost 4.5 months. It basically just is 4.5 months, which is great. Also, Divine Belial comes out later this week, which is great. I need to actually pre-order the Wonder Egg Priority Limited Edition as well. I need to do that probably tomorrow. Aside from that, though, oh yeah, Bottleman DX also comes out Friday. I'll talk about that probably. So a lot this week. I don't know if I'll record next week or not. We'll see. But definitely, I'm already recording this week, so obviously. But next week, don't know. We'll see. Probably, if not, though, the week after that. Actually, I might record next week as Divine Belial, and I want to talk about like Beyblade stuff and all that fun and whatnot. And also, Nintendo Switch Sports comes out next week, so that'll be a topic. And yeah, that's a fun topic. Yeah, a lot of stuff coming out here at the end of April. Finally, it's been a time to get through April because it's like I'm everything's just like pretty much starting with Easter was like I'm just trying to get to this point, because I got my Bottle Man stuff. School ends. Divine Belial comes out. Bottle Man DX comes out. The Wonder Egg Priority Limited Edition comes out. Nintendo Switch Sports comes out. All this stuff is in like a 2-week span. It's crazy. So that'll be fun. But yeah. So next time I talk to you guys will be a good time because it will be no more school for a while, which is great. So hopefully I could finally get some recordings and stuff done. So yeah. That's it for today. So see you next time. Alright, it is now Tuesday at around 1:30 a.m. So, I do actually have dual gold up here, completely stickered up now. See that? Not really, but yeah, kinda. So I got them all stickered up. I'm not going to make the random collection video today, though I don't really feel like it. I am a little bit tired today, so I'm just gonna chill, and then I'll do that probably tomorrow. I'm gonna release the video Friday, so I have a few days to do that actually. If I want to wait till Thursday night, if I really want to, I could, but I'll try to do it tomorrow, if not the next day. Anyways, the dual gold stickers were pretty okay up till the end. All of the ones for like the face sticker. I actually have a problem putting on the face stickers. They're like really, I feel like they're really particular. Like they're the one things that you want to get like perfect, and it's always rough to get them on perfectly. So that was that. The stickers on the head and arms were pretty fine aside from that, but on the legs, my god, the stickers for like the feet parts were something. So there's like 4 stickers for the feet, obviously 2 per foot, but the one that goes on the outer parts, fine, but the one on the inside is so difficult to put on because there's a stupid little like protrusion here. You can kind of see the stickers, how they kind of are blocked by that a little bit. And that made putting on the inner stickers just so much harder than it needed to be. So, that sucked. But at least that's done with now. Still have a few more to go. I'll do the sparking sets tomorrow, and then CC Leon the next day. So I'll definitely be recording every day up till then. I might actually just try to record every day this week for the hell of it. Now that I think about it, because today's Monday. Well, technically Tuesday. It's whatever. I mean, close enough. But yeah, I might if I can, because if I do Wednesday, I'll just count today's Tuesday. So if I do Wednesday and Thursday, I could probably do Friday and Saturday. Friday maybe just for the hell of it, and then Saturday Divine Belial. Okay, I might actually try to record every single day this week for like the first time in I don't even know how many years. I don't think I did this the first week we Blaze back. 99% sure I did not. But I don't think I've done this in like years, so yeah, I'm going to try to record every day this week just for the hell of it. That said, the other thing I want to talk about today, school. Done. Finally. Okay. So last night, like I said, I was going to go do my assignments, and I went to do them. They did not take that long, not even an hour. And, yep, I did that, and, did whatever after, and then went to bed. Got up, had dinner first, and then I did my last assignment. It took like 2 hours, which sucked, but here's the thing, I kind of bullshitted a lot of it. I don't know if, I feel like I bullshitted in a way that's like actually pretty good, and it would make sense, and it's perfectly fine. Like, I'm like 90% sure this not presentation, it's like a PowerPoint, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. But there's like that 10% chance that I just did not really do too well on it at all, and just fail or something. But I don't know. I think I'm fine. I think I did everything fine. It's just like it's that like slight thing. It's like, well, what if, But I don't know. We'll see. So yeah. Anyway, that was a thing, but it's done now. At worst, if for some reason it gets sent back for revisions or something, I don't think they do that. But if it was, I mean, I'd do it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, right? I already did the whole thing. You'd probably just like some fixing up. I don't think that happened. I'm just like curious about it. But yeah, for now, yeah, I'm on summer break, which is amazing because that means I could just do literally whatever until the end of August, which is quite a while because, see, like high school summer breaks and anything before that, I guess not really high school, like all of school before that was like, you get out, I think every year. Let's see, when was it? I know, well, aside from preschool, obviously, but like for kindergarten, 1st through 5th, and then 6th, 7th, and then like freshman through junior years, it was always like early June, like very early June, like could literally be like the 1st or like the 7th, but I think freshman year was the one year I got out like technically in May. We got off the Friday before, Memorial Day. And that Thursday was technically my last day. I went on Tuesday, but it was like nothing, and it was just like to turn in something. I mean, I guess I kind of got out in May that year, but the main ones were 8th grade and senior year, because 8th grade, we got out towards the end of May. Senior year was like slightly before that, but yeah, same thing. both great regardless. So, and now, here we are. And also, we always went back like in August. It was never in the teens. It was always at least August 20th. But, sometimes it was as late as like the 24th or something. But college, I think the one time when I was going to go to the like actual in-person college was the 26th. And I hope I'm not saying the wrong days here. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but I might be, or am I thinking that Sunday? I don't know. I could try to figure it out, but then I'd be standing here for like a minute trying to piece together the days. So we're not gonna do that. Regardless, it was like the 26th or 27th. I'm pretty sure it was the 26th, but then again, that could be the Sunday. But whatever. My summers were always about 2.5 months, roughly. And again, you had like the 8th grade one was like 3 months. Same with, and actually the senior year summer, that was a little over 3 months, which was pretty nice. But this summer, because I did not have a summer break in 2020 or 2021. No, I did not, because my other school sucked, and you could not take breaks. You could schedule 1, 2, or 3 month breaks, but you only got one. You were allowed to schedule them once, and it messed up your entire scheduling for everything. This school's a little bit more like modular, basically, where there's like 6 terms. You have to complete 6 classes per year at minimum, and if you do part time, that's how much you'll do, and you pretty much have to go throughout the entire thing. But if you do full time, you get like way more done. You get a lot done, and you can basically go through college quicker than normal. But if you're like me and you don't care about that and you just want breaks, you choose to take time off. So if you're doing full time, 2 classes per term, 6 terms, that's 12 classes a year, that's a lot. So you could probably do one off, like maybe, like now, late-ish, like well, not really that late, like mid to late-ish April until like towards the end of June, or like late June, I should say, and like late June to like end of August. You probably pick one of those two and you get like a 2 month break, which is nice. Or you could be me and just say, no, I'm taking off 4 months, actually damn near 4.5 months. I'm still getting my full time in. Technically, to meet full time, you only need 8 classes, so I am just going to barely meet that, but hey, I am meeting that. Because, that works, it's full time, it's fine, it's fine. But it's just so nice, because it's like, man, that's such a long break. Like, you don't have to go back for so long. I've never had a break like this, because, like I said, everything else I've ever had was at least a month shorter than this. And, yeah, this is amazing. It's very chill. So, yeah. I'll probably check back on this stuff, like my school stuff, sometime this week. I might check at least a few times over the break just to make sure I don't get some important email or something, but meh, I'm just gonna be chilling. I don't have to do any work, it's great. I guess I technically don't need it, but at the same time, like, I am kind of tired of school. Very tired of school, I should say. Because, like I said, I haven't really had any proper breaks. So, that's fun. I'm just ready to chill, and it's gonna be nice. I don't have to worry about school at all. I mean, it's online, so, like, a lot of the problems I have with school just don't exist, but, like, it's still not really the most fun thing to do. So, definitely glad about summer. Anyways, aside from that, I think that's about everything I'm going to talk about today. You know what I might do, actually? I might, Friday, I might talk about my anime stuff, because I was thinking about talking about that, but I'll just wait till Friday. By then, I will have finished the anime I'm currently watching, and I could talk about that then, and then I can also, talk about the anime I've watched recently, just in general. I don't know, I think the last anime I talked about was probably like Yuru Camp or something, or I was at least watching that. So I could talk about that as well. But yeah, that's everything for now. I'm going to go chill. It is summer break. It doesn't really feel like summer break, it just feels like another day. I think it'll really start kicking maybe a week or two from now when it's like, oh hey, I haven't done any schoolwork. Great. So yeah, that is everything for today, I think. It should be. I don't think I'll have to run back up here to record anything else. I actually need to upload stuff. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to upload the Bottleman haul video. my brain just stopped. I'm gonna upload that like now and then schedule that for 5 a.m. I'm also gonna upload a weekly Blaze at 4 a.m. today. That should be fun. I kind of need to clear out this SD card. I'm almost out of space, and this is like my only SD card that actually has like a decent chunk of time on it, because my other ones are all very small, and this camera uses up a lot more space. I think the best one I would have would be like a half hour, and that's like not a ton of recording time. I mean, it'd be something for like a spare, but I've never actually had to use it in like the 3 years I've had this camera, so, or almost 3. Damn, it's almost in 3 years. Anyway. So I should probably go get to uploading those so I can at least clear some space off of this SD card and be chilling with that. And then later in the week I will record, like, well, not later in the week, probably tomorrow I'll do the some of the Bottleman stuff, and then I'll upload another weekly Blaze along with that. And I'll probably upload this one with the next Bottleman video. Then the CC Land will probably just come out on its own though. But yeah. So that's everything for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow then, since I am doing that. So that should be fun. Alright guys, it is now Wednesday. Actually no, it is only Tuesday. At around 11:40 a.m. or p.m. Yes, sorry, I'm haven't recorded this early in a while. I actually have a few things to talk about today. First up, Bottleman. Do have these two all stickered up. If I can focus correctly here. That's not happening, is it? Kinda. Sparkinet might be my new favorite in terms of design. Looks great. Ten Satan. This sticker up here in the head. Let me talk about that. So it was like these two gold pieces on the side, right, and the green in the middle. These stickers were the worst stickers I've ever had to deal with for Bottleman. They all fold weirdly and kind of have to like do like this weird overlap thing a little bit with each other. Slightly. It was awful. These stickers were by far the worst, and I'm definitely going to mention that in my unboxing. They were terrible. I thought that Fusion Black's Golden Horn was going to be the worst sticker, but no, that's second place. Now that, I guess technically it's more than one sticker, but those are, that whole conglomerate there is definitely the worst. By far. Yeah, it just sucked. It sucked really bad to try to put those things on. I don't think I'm going to do the reviews tonight, maybe tomorrow. Again, I don't need to, though I do need to clear space on this camera, so maybe I will do, I don't know, we'll see. Actually, I could probably clear off the Weekly Blaze stuff from, because I did upload yesterday, or technically today. I got the Bottleman haul video, as well as the, what's it called, the Weekly Blaze from 2 weeks ago. So those are out. That's fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to upload the next video on Thursday, so I'll have to do the videos tomorrow then, which is fine. Or at least one video. But yeah, those two Bottleman are pretty cool. Again, I just really hate those stickers on Ten Satan. They suck. So that was a process, honestly. I don't know. That was just something else. I can't believe they made them that horrible. Come on, can't you just not do that? Like, can't we just have nicer stickers? Like, why do you have to do these, like, weird ones like that? Actually, I'm gonna look at CC Leon stickers really quick, just to make sure. Okay. CC Leon's look doable. Good. I just wanted to make sure I'm not have to deal with some bullshit again tomorrow. I did not want to, but okay, they look good. So that's nice. So some other stuff I wanted to talk about today, and then I just happened to forget. Like, right, oh yeah, I was going to talk about a little bit of Beyblade stuff. So for Beyblade, we still don't have any news. However, Divine Belial comes out very soon, so hopefully 2 days from now, maybe 3 days from now, we start getting some videos on it. Honestly, pretty excited to see what that's going to be about. We'll have to wait and see though, but yeah. Divine Belial, so there's also this other thing, which is the third gear. So I talked about A gear and D gear already. A gear is the Achilles gear for the blade, D gear is the dragon gear for the disc. The third gear, I was saying was X gear for the driver. Apparently, some people are saying that that's not going to be it. Some people are saying it's going to be a different gear for the driver, not D gear. Some people are saying it's an armor gear. Some people are saying it's actually going to be like a 2 gears in one type of thing, where it's like for the layer, one's like lower, one's higher. I don't know what that's about, but it's interesting regardless. So, what will this gear be? I'm honestly still saying X gear, and it'll be for the driver. I just think it's going to be weird, and that's why they haven't shown it yet. That's my prediction anyway. Though if it is not going to be X gear, I think H gear. I think we're getting X gear and H gear. X gear like 90% sure, but H gear I'm 100% sure there's no shot that they don't do an H gear. But if they do an H gear, it has to be for the layer. It has to be the armor, replacing L gear. Because then they'd have to replace V gear, and I feel like they wouldn't do it, because if you have an H gear armor piece, then you could have every Protag Bay as an armor for Belial. To me, that just seems very likely. X gear was literally just gonna be kind of a, oh, here's like an alternate version, but maybe they'll just have V gear for both, and that'll just be, V gear's kind of like the thing that just works for everything, I guess. I don't know. I'm still holding out on that being X gear, and they just haven't shown it for whatever reason. Sometimes they're weird like that. I mean, to be fair, they've shown more about Dragon and Achilles than they have Excalibur. And we know Excalibur is coming in July, so I feel like I'm not surprised that they're holding off on that. I'm not too worried about it yet. I don't even think we'll see it next CoroCoro. I think probably June's CoroCoro we'll see it, but not May's. Maybe May, but still. Now that I think about it, we're actually getting a little bit closer to May's CoroCoro. I know I'm saying this literally way far in advance. It's literally April 19th right now. But still, it's only like 4 weeks away, which, I mean, I feel like months, they kind of go by fast at this point. I feel like the first half of a month always just kind of isn't like slow, but it goes like the first 10 days when you're still in single digits. Months always go by a little bit slower. The teens go by quicker, and the 20s, man, those just fly by. And there's like 30 and 31 for months sometimes, and yeah, those are pretty quick because they're 2 days or 1 day sometimes. So I feel like April is just gonna fly by from here on out, and then by that point, it'll be 2 weeks till the CoroCoro releases. Definitely be recording that week. I'll record next week as well because it is going to be, an interesting week. I have some stuff to talk about next week too. But then after that, like, I might skip a week. But then I'll have to be back next week for CoroCoro, so definitely getting a lot of weekly blazes out, which is nice. I might even record the week between too, just for the hell of it, but we'll see. Depends on what I have to talk about, because I like to talk more if, I like to record these more if I actually have topics. I definitely do this week, and the past couple weeks, and the next week, and the week after that. Well, maybe not the week after that, the week after. Okay, next week, definitely. The week after that, maybe. The week after that, definitely. So there you go. That's my whole guideline there. So anyway, that's my whole Beyblade thing. Next up, anime. So I want to talk a little bit about anime, just because I don't know why not. So with anime, I do have some interesting stuff to talk about. So I have watched a few things. Last time I talked, I definitely mentioned Ping Pong the Animation. Yuru Camp, I don't think I mentioned that. That took me like a month to watch because I was watching it like an episode a day pretty much. Which, kind of bare bones for me because I do watch it at least one episode a day, but that was very bare bones for me. It's just one of those series that I like to chill with and I don't like to watch too much of it at a time. There's a lot of series like that. That's kind of why I was holding off on it, because I just wanted to save it for a time where I wanted like a pseudo break from anime, but also not taking a break from anime. Just like a chill time, basically, and that's what I did. And I watched that. It was very good. I feel like it's hard to talk about because it's not a whole lot happens. It's just a chill anime. They do camping stuff. It's just very calm. It's a nice watch. After that, I watched an anime that I don't entirely know how to pronounce the name. I believe it's called Sankareya. But it sounds weirdly as it's technically a name, but the name of the title is one word. But it's the name of a character, which would be 2 words. It's weird. I don't know. I'm just pronouncing it like her name. So there you go. That show seemed like something I would watch in 2016, and actually thought about watching in 2016, but I never did. Pretty interesting. Basically, the main girl turns into a zombie, has to deal with being a zombie. It's It's like a kind. I don't want to say it's ecchi because it's one of those series that's technically ecchi, but not really. Just a slice of life series. There's a ton of those that came out like the early to mid 2010s. It was actually a more unique one though. It had a decent concept. Wasn't too weird. I liked it. I was actually surprised by it. Had I watched that like 6 years ago, I probably would have thought it was one of my favorite anime or something. But yeah, still, it was pretty good regardless. Decent. So that was a pleasant surprise. After that, I watched. Damn, I've only watched a few series now that I think about it. That's something. After that, I watched Welcome to the NHK. NHK, very good series, deals with like hikikomoris, which basically are people who don't do anything at all. Like they don't go to school or work. They don't go anywhere. They don't really do much at all. Um, and that's interesting because it's like, okay, well, I'm not quite to that point. I again at least go on like walks and stuff, and I am technically in school, so there's that. But it's interesting just because like you kind of get to see like the downsides of this because it sounds pretty great, no school or work or anything. That just sounds nice, but it shows a lot of the negatives, and it's like, oh hey, this is actually pretty good to watch. Definitely recommend for people who are like, I guess you could say, more extreme introverts, such as myself, because I don't do a whole lot either. Good show. And then I'm currently watching My Dress Up Darling, which is a newer anime. I'm 8 episodes in, believe. Yeah, 8 episodes in. It was very popular for the winter season, and yeah, it's really good. Definitely an enjoyable one. I don't think it'll be anything crazy within the next 4 episodes, so for now I'm just gonna say yeah, it's really good. Um, have a good time with it, so yeah. And then I don't know what I'm gonna be watching next, so I'll have to figure that out. I guess maybe tonight. We'll see. If not, tomorrow night, and if not, well then I'll definitely figure out something on Thursday because I won't have anything to watch otherwise. So that said, the last thing I want to talk about, Amiibo. Okay, I've not talked about Amiibo on a Weekly Blaze in I don't know how long. I might have in 2019 or 20 just randomly, but I don't think I've ever talked about them extensively since like 2015. So I was just looking back at like some of the Amiibo hype and like how fun that was. I hate to say it because I hated this back then with how rare Amiibo were, but like I feel like the rarity of Amiibo was kind of what kept them going for so long. I feel like if Amiibo weren't rare, they would have been just kind of like this cool thing that Nintendo had. People probably would have bought a lot of the first two waves and dropped off and just been hardcore collectors, and people who wanted certain ones like it is now. We probably would have never had that big craze throughout most of 2015 where everyone just wanted like all the Amiibo, such as myself. And I did get every 2015 Amiibo as well as every 2014 Amiibo. Not as many though. 2016 is when I kind of dropped off from the halfway point through the year because it was just kind of they were releasing too many for me to want to keep up with. So that was something. But yeah, Amiibo were just a lot of fun. And I'm looking at the Smash line, and funny thing, I actually had this video planned. I planned it out in 2019. So I bought like a few Amiibos, like around summer. I had maybe half of the Ultimate Amiibo that were out at that point. Probably a little bit more than half. I was missing a few though. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get all the Ultimate Amiibo. And then before all the DLC ones come out, and I'm going to do a big unboxing. And then I remember in January 2020, I finally got all of them. And I was going to do this big video where I did all 20 of the Ultimate Amiibo, unboxing them all, just for fun. And then I ran into this other problem where I'm like, wait a minute, Piranha Plant's out. It's DLC, but it's not really part of any Fighter's Pass. What do I do with Piranha Plant? And I kind of just sat on this video idea where I was going to unbox them all because of Piranha Plant. And I decided it'd probably be a good idea if I finally decided that it'd just be a good idea to unbox it with it since it kind of felt like part of the base game in some ways. It was like a bonus to it before we got to the Fighters Pass stuff. And yeah, I'll just unbox it with them. Problem is, I didn't decide this till like March of last year. Like quite a while, like over a year after I had them all. And at that point, I already had Hero, and I was getting Joker pretty soon. So I'm like, well, Hero and Joker are already out. We're getting Banjo, Terry, and Byleth that month as well. So I'm sure we'll have every Fighters Pass 2 amiibo, like, by early next year. I'll just hold off on that. I wish I didn't. I really wish I would have just done the unboxing video separately. Just done the big one, done the Fighters Pass 1, then the Fighters Pass 2, and they're all done. Because, man, they did not release any of the Fighters Pass 2 amiibo throughout all of last year up in, the last amiibo we got were the last ones from Fighters Pass 1 in March. Min Min comes out next Friday. Over a year after the last Smash amiibo came out. I'm hoping that they're a little bit more consistent now, because I know Steve and Alex were supposed to come out with her, but got delayed. They probably won't be delayed too much, I'd assume. Maybe 4 months max, so it's what, August? Probably by August, right? Maybe. Hopefully they come out with, like, Sephiroth, and then maybe we can get, like, Pyra, Mithra. Okay, I think Steve, Alex, and Sephiroth will all be out this year. I'm fairly confident in saying that. Pyra, Mithra, oh boy. They'll definitely release at the same time, but will they be out this year? I hope so, but maybe. I kind of doubt Kazuya will be out this year, and Sora, we don't even have an announcement of Sora's amiibo, so definitely not this year. I'm just hoping they release all of these by 2023. Like, a year from now. Like, spring 2023 at the latest for all of them. Knowing how Nintendo's been with these things, though, it'll probably be late 2023, maybe 2024 by the time we get them all. And hey, by that point, I'll have had these amiibo sitting there for over 5 years. That'll be something. I've had some of them for over 3 years now, just sitting there. So that's fun. I could maybe just do an unboxing all of them, and then do the Fighters Pass 2 ones individually. I might, but at the same time, I've already waited over 3 years. It's like 2 more years at most. Kind of sucks, but at the same time, like, I don't know. That video is just something I really wanted to do, and it just sucks that it's gotten pushed back so far, because I could have done this like 2 years ago, but I just didn't. Hell, I could have even done this like a year ago, and it probably would have been fine. As long as it was before like March, I could have just mentioned like, hey, I'm not doing Joker and Hero because I'm doing the Fighters Pass 1s in, one go next time. Or something like that. It would have made sense, because they would have all come out relatively not long after that. That would have been fine. But unfortunately, they did not happen. So that sucked. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm still wondering if I should just do the video now and then just do the Fighters Pass 2 ones eventually. But then Min Min comes out. Oh yeah, no, I didn't say I was going to do Fighters Pass 2 in one go. I thought I'd just do those individually. Maybe I'll do that. The problem is I was going to clickbait the title saying unboxing every Smash Ultimate amiibo. I can't really do that if I'm doing only through Fighters Pass 1 and then doing the Fighters Pass 2 individually. It just kind of seems a little bit weird to do that. So, I'm not entirely sure. I just feel like amiibo unboxings have been dead for a while. They should not have been. I have a lot of stuff to unbox. I just haven't yet. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I don't even have a shelf for them at this point. Like, that shelf is just full. I don't think I could fit all the Smash amiibo on that shelf, so I might just wait. We'll see what happens. I'll probably wait to see what happens with the next wave. If we get an announcement, maybe in E3, then I will mention I'm doing this, and I'll just mention at the start of the video I'm not doing the Fighters Pass 2 amiibo since they're not out, and then I'll mention Min Min will be like a couple days after her own unboxing, or I don't know. Something like that. Because it has been taking way too long for all of them to come out, and I just want to unbox these things already. They've been sitting there for years, like I said. Yeah, I don't know. I wish Nintendo would do a little bit more with Amiibo. Kind of. Also not, I don't know. I feel like the problem with Amiibo is that they kind of stopped being fun because Nintendo started doing so many. And also a lot of the series that they were doing, just no one cared about them. Like when they tried to make Animal Crossing the main ones, no one cared. I think those are two of the biggest reasons. I feel like also just the hype period eventually was going to stop, so there was that as well. And then also, I think, like I said earlier, like the rarity of them. all four of those things just came at once, and then just Amiibo just kind of died out. Nintendo took them like 2 years to really figure that out, and then they just kind of stopped making as many. A lot less. But I feel like nowadays people actually want them more than they're making, which is funny. I feel like maybe they should just do them at least a couple per game. They don't need to make a ton though, like Animal Crossing. I think that the big deciding factor, at least in my opinion, will be whether or not they do Splatoon 3 Amiibo. If they skip Splatoon 3 and don't make any Amiibo for it at launch, I think it's safe to say that they're kind of trying to move away from Amiibo as much as possible. If they do, then okay, maybe they'll still try to do a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I really want to see like what the next Smash Amiibo are going to be and stuff, but we'll probably be waiting till E3. Or no, E3's dead. Nintendo's digital presentation, I guess, because I'm assuming they'll still do one in June, hopefully. If not, that'd suck, but I'm assuming they still will, even though there's no E3. So, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I did pre-order Min Min, so I have her on the way. We'll see when she comes. If she comes next week, maybe I'll open her up on Weekly Blaze. Not like the actual box, just kind of opening her up out of like whatever package she comes in and be like, hey, look, I actually do collect Amiibo still. Okay, speaking of pre-orders, I finally pre-ordered the Wonder Egg Priority Limited Edition. Finally. That's been waiting a while. I've been wanting to pre-order that for the past like 2 months, but I just haven't. So that should be here next week, hopefully, assuming it comes on time. So that should be fun. And then that'll take care of some videos for next month. We got, you know, the Wonder Egg Priority Limited Edition, Divine Belial, maybe some box check reviews. Maybe I will do that Amiibo video next month with a Min Min, like right after. Honestly, that'd be a pretty damn good month of videos. Plus, I could do some other stuff, maybe like another Beyblade ranking video. Kind of want May to be like a cool month. I at least want like a one really, really cool month this year where I just do like a lot of different stuff. Man, imagine I get those stuff out, maybe like a Chef Blaze too. That would be a damn good month for videos, even if it's not a ton. Like, I don't care about making 20 videos a month anymore, or more, you know, like I used to. I want at least 4 videos a month, but if I can get more, like, if I can get, like, 8 videos out in a month, that's wild. Not counting Weekly Blazes, though. So hopefully I could do that. You know, Beyblade, unboxing, ranking, 2 Amiibo videos, possibly. Anime unboxing, Chef Blaze. I think I said one more thing and I just immediately... Oh yeah, box check reviews, that'd be 2 more. That'd be 8, plus Weekly Blazes. Maybe. I might just stay, fuck it with the Amiibos and just go all in. Also, it is now midnight. It's Wednesday now. Okay. Well, I've technically recorded Wednesday now, so I am still keeping my promise of recording every day. Not that it matters. I mean, I'm still going to have 7 different clips in this video, so it's fine. Alright, I think I talked a little bit too much today. I just kind of talked about a lot of the other topics I was going to talk about this week. Now, I guess, for whatever reason. So I guess we'll talk about... This will probably be the longest day. I'll probably just record a little bit tomorrow, showing you guys CC Leon. Maybe talk about the reviews or something a little bit. And then Thursday/Friday morning will be... I don't know, and then Friday/Saturday morning will be the last clip. That'll probably be where I talk about Divine Belial and stuff a little bit more. Maybe I could, oh yeah, Battleman DX. If I can maybe, so sometimes people get Divine Belial or whatever Beyblade releases a little bit early. Maybe I could do that Thursday night, and then Battleman DX Friday. That'd help if I could at least do that. I don't know, I should be okay in topics this week though. But yeah, that's all for today, so I'll see you guys later in the week at some point. Well, no, it'll be tomorrow. I'm recording every day this week. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go now, so see you then. Alright, it is now Wednesday. It's almost Thursday. We're like a couple minutes away, so I guess it'll be like yesterday where I just record from one day into the other. It really doesn't matter, but I'm just doing it anyway. First up here, CC Leon. Stickers are on. These stickers were kind of annoying a little bit, but also not that bad. I mean, a lot of them were just kind of, they lined up a little weirdly at times, but for the most part, yeah, they were fine enough. So I just set them down. So, I just got done finishing the random collection video. I think I actually kind of nailed that video. I feel like maybe I went a little bit too long with some of the explanations on the, like, explaining why I don't think it's the best thing. But I just feel like I like to do reviews of, or not review, I guess it's kind of a review, but I like talking about things in a way that's not just, like, hyping stuff up and being overly positive. Honestly, I hate those kind of channels that do that. I get that there's a market, but I feel like a lot of it's just kind of, like, why? Like, I'm not going to sit here and hype up a bottle man that isn't great. I'm also not going to sit here and hype up, or just be positive and be like, yeah, this is a cool thing. You know, it's not the craziest, but it's cool. You know, I'm not going to do that either. I'm just here to be like, yeah, here it is. It sucks. That is my strategy here. So fun. Anyway. So aside from that, though, I don't think there's really anything else that I've done recently. I mean, it's been since yesterday. What have I even done today? I think I woke up. That's probably my second biggest accomplishment today, aside from making that video. Yeah, kind of just sat there, didn't I? Well, I guess I was put, CC Lands stickers on, and I was just kind of watching some stuff, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. So I'll do the other Bottleman unboxing, well, I guess, yeah, like the rest of the unboxings soon. I don't know, not tonight though, I don't really feel like it. Next time I feel like it, I'll do the set, and then CC Leon, maybe, if not, like, whenever I need to. I mean, I have another week till I need to do that one, though. So I'll upload the videos well, the random collection has to go up on Thursday, which is almost today. It has to go up in like 5 hours. I'm gonna finish up my Dress Up Darling first, which I only have 2 episodes to go, and then I'll upload the next Weekly Blaze on that for, a few hours from now, and then that'll be that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited for next week, though, because I realize I have 4 things pre-ordered. They're all coming in. We'll see if they come in the day of. I kind of doubt it. One of them I know definitely will not. 2 of them are a toss-up. I think one is more likely than the other, and one definite, well, unless something happens, it should, I should say. The one that should be here next week will be a Friday release. That is, of course, Nintendo Switch Sports. Should be here the day of. That will be very, very exciting. The one that I think could be here, I think it has a decent chance, is the Min Min Amiibo. Back in 2015, when I pre-ordered Ness and Charizard from there, which was, I know this is a very specific example and a very long time ago, but yeah, they did get here the day of, so I have some hope that maybe they will send it out the day of to get here, or not send it out day of, but send it out a couple days early so it gets here day of. That'd be great. If not, maybe Saturday. That'd be nice. Aside from that, though, well, actually, now that I think about it, I'll be home alone Friday, so I could record during the day if I feel like it. That'd be cool. That way I can unbox the stuff I get. If I guess that could be fun. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking this Friday. I don't know what the hell's happening next Friday. We'll see. Yeah, no, it's not 2 days from now. What am I saying? Anyways, also it is Thursday now. So, all right, we made it to Thursday. In case I record after midnight tomorrow too. Which I probably will. I feel like I've recorded really early these past few days, but, or well, not a few days, today and yesterday. So hopefully the Min Min Amiibo gets here Friday, if not Saturday. Otherwise it'll be the next week after. Aside from that, the one that I feel like could get here day of, but I feel like probably won't, is the Wondroid Priority Limited Edition. I probably pre-ordered that a little too late for it to get here the day of. If we're lucky, maybe it'll get here next week still, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. We'll see what happens. And lastly is, of course, Divine Belial. That sure as hell won't get here day of. That'll be here. Again, if we're lucky, it could get here Friday, though. I mean, it does come out the 23rd, which is like, shit, there might be unboxing stuff coming up tonight if we're lucky. Probably not, though. Maybe tomorrow, but, yeah, probably not tonight. Maybe tomorrow, though, if we're lucky. So, yeah, that'll be fun. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of hoping that comes next week. I had things from this specific site get here as early as I think Friday. Yeah, Friday. So that would be the day I get Switch Sports and possibly Min Min. Imagine if the Wonder Priority thing gets here Friday too, and Divine Belial. That'd be a hype day. Holy hell! Actually, never mind. I don't want that to happen. Min Min is fine, but I don't want Belial and the Wonder Priority Limited Edition to get here Friday too, because then it's like, well, I want to play Switch Sports, but I also want to unbox everything. What the hell do I do? Yeah, I kind of just want Switch Sports that day. I'd rather actually wait till Saturday for the other stuff to come. Aside from that, though, I think Divine Belial maybe Saturday. If not, should be here like Monday, Tuesday of the week after. So pretty soon, still, regardless. Honestly, I'm just excited to get anything Beyblade in general. It's actually new because I didn't order any limited editions or anything. But if I did, they're not new. We've had a very bad drought for Burst. I know we've had worse, obviously, with like generational gaps. Where it's like a couple of years of nothing. But see, that's like different though, because you don't expect anything. With Burst, it was like, with the end of DB, I'm expecting, and the announcement that there will be something after DB, I was expecting, something. I would have expected at least, something in January at the worst. Hell, maybe even February or March at least, like one more DB bay between Ultimate Valkyrie and Divine Belial that would have been actually new, but nope, nothing. They did not give us a damn thing, and they made us wait like 4.5 months to get literally anything else new. Like, come on. It was not fun. But the drought is almost over. Divine Belial still is the most interesting thing, and we have 5 more weeks to go until Chain Carbius, but you know what? Fine enough. I'm fine with that. We at least have something to mess around with. And also, there's a lot of gears and stuff, and there's a whole ton of things to test out, like, how does Adventure work? How does Adventure work with V gear? How does Divine work? How does Divine work with L gear, or F gear, or both? And what about using it with throwing an S gear onto the disc with all the gears, and just how will the bay work in general? I think there's a lot of stuff to test out, even though there's only 2 new parts technically. It's something. So yeah, overall, just excited for next week. This week is also, still nice though, because I got my Bottle Man and I did that stuff. Plus, we'll get to at least our first look at Bottle Man DX and Divine Belial this week, which is nice. Definitely excited about that, but for now, I am just waiting to get to see. Next week will be nice. I'll just leave it at that. So, this week's good, but next week is where it'll really get just great. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that's about it for now. I didn't record that long today, only like 9 minutes, so that's probably good enough for today. This is probably going to be a longer weekly blaze, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up my Dress Up Darling, and then I will come back up here to grab my SD card, or I could just bring it down with me, really. I don't know why the hell I didn't think of doing that. Yeah, I'll just upload the stuff after, and then I guess, I don't know, eat something? I guess it's getting about that time. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, it is now Friday, about 12:30 a.m. Yeah, I have nothing for today. I just said I'd record today, and I'm going to record it. This is going to be a 2-minute clip, if that. I finished my Dress Up Darling. I said it was really good, and I'd be surprised if that changed. Did not change. It was really good. I'm hoping for a season 2 eventually. Aside from that, though, I don't think anything's happened since yesterday. There's no Bottle Man stuff to talk about today. Tomorrow should be a longer clip, though, because, stuff comes out. So that's fun. Man, I don't even know if I get this clip to a minute. I have, nothing at all today to talk about. Yeah. That's how some days are. Oh yeah, I might actually finally get around to reading, the Haruhi novels again. I've been wanting to. And I left off on... What book was it? The Indignation. I believe I was halfway through the first story and I left off. That was actually a long time ago at this point, because I read them all in junior high. And, yeah. I guess I can get this clip a little bit longer. But anyway, I read them all in junior high. And I started rereading them in high school. And I still, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, this is 2017. I still remember all this stuff perfectly, so it's kind of funny. 2017, 2018, I was rereading them, and I remember everything perfectly, so I don't really need to go back to reread everything again. But I was partway through the Indignation, 50 pages to be exact. I might go back a couple pages, but I don't need to go back that much further. So then I want to catch up on that. Maybe tonight I'll start that again. I want to finish that. Then I'm going to get to the Dissociation. Then I'm very excited to reread The Surprise, because I was like 13 when I read that. I probably didn't know what the hell was happening half the time, so I'm actually excited to properly get into it. And then there's The Intuition, which is the newest novel. I actually have yet to read that. So I kind of want to get through these last few books here so I could read that. But yeah, that's all I have to talk about today. That's like the only thing I could even think of. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I have some stuff to talk about. I should, because Divine Belial, Bottleman DX, new releases and stuff. Should have something. Bottleman DX stuff might be slower. I don't know if people get it right away, or if reviews will be up since you have to like build them, put stickers on. So at worst, that'll be next week. But for this week, I will at least talk about Divine Belial more tomorrow. So yeah, see you then. Alright, it is now Saturday. It's a little bit before 2 a.m. This will be the last clip for the week. So yes, I did record every single day, which is nice. Okay, so, the final things I want to talk about today. Two things. First up, Divine Belial. Second will be Bottleman DX. So Divine Belial has released. I have watched a couple videos on it. Surprisingly, some people actually in America got it. A couple people. They got it already. I guess they must have some kind of connection or something. But anyway, this is actually helpful since I can, understand the review. And yeah, so far it looks pretty, well, competitively it looks terrible. But personally, I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this thing. I didn't think it was going to be that great to begin with. It's maybe slightly more underwhelming than I expected, but not by much. Belial 2 recolor, I thought it looked fine. It looks fine, I guess. Nexus and 3 being repeated, of course. And then there's the Divine Blade and the Adventure Driver. Adventure's literally just Venture with, it looks like a slightly wider plastic piece on the bottom. And the rubber's different. It's like the claw things. The V-Gear actually makes it retract, though, which is interesting. So that's fine. Adventure I think is about what I was hoping it'd be, pretty much. And then Divine is apparently slightly lighter than Dangerous, and I'm just like, how? Why would you do that? You're talking about metal weighting, but it's still lighter than Dangerous. I know Dangerous had a ton of rubber, but like, couldn't they at least made this like a little heavier? Also, it looks absolutely abhorrent when it's without any gears, and even with the gears it doesn't look very good. So it has these massive gaps on it that just do not look very good. So basically, even with the gears, it just does not help. So F gear I think mostly helps. It still looks slightly awkward, but it's not bad. Fair enough. Yeah, Nexus with the S gear, and then Adventure with V gear, those are both fine, but the layer's the problem here. And then there's L gear. L gear does not cover nearly as much as it needs to. So I'm fairly confident on the armor piece being, or I'm fairly confident on there being an armor gear. The main question is what Excalibur has. If Excalibur has a gear, it will likely be X gear for the driver. If Excalibur does not have a gear, then I was wrong. There's only 3 gears. And if there's only 3 gears, the third one would be H gear. Then that would be armor. At least I think it would be anyway. So, yeah. Divine Belial, we need to see the other gears. I think once it has every gear, it'll probably look really cool. It's just that we don't really have all the gears yet, so I can't really say it looks very good. As of now, unfortunately, because of the way L gear looks on it, even with all the gears, it just does not look good. And without the gears, it looks eh. So, I'm definitely not impressed with it. Again, I'm slightly underwhelmed because I kind of wish it would have looked a little better, but at the same time, again, there are more gears coming out, so I can't be too disappointed with it yet. It's whatever. I'm not going to be that excited about getting Divine Belial myself, but I'm still getting it. Then there's Bottleman DX. Oh boy. Bottleman DX, so I did watch some videos on that. There was a channel that did have them. Japanese channel, so I couldn't understand what they said, but whatever, it's fine. I just wanted to see them. Can't say much about Bottle Phoenix. Bottle Phoenix is just a recolor of Kolomaru DX, and it's based on an old beat-em-on. I don't know anything about this. I can just say waste of a slot, I guess. At least, well, not really. It just was disappointing because they hyped up this fourth Bottle Man, and it was this. I feel like this is kind of akin to like the Plastic Gen or even like the Metal Fight remakes in Beyblade Burst. So that'd be like if at the start of like I don't know, Beyblade Burst GT or something, they were talking about, oh, here's Ace Dragon, Slash Valkyrie, Bushin Ashura, and then there's a fourth Bay that's coming along with it, and they're hyping it up, and it's like, well, what's this fourth Bay gonna be? That'd be wild. And then it just turned out to be something like Storm Pegasus remake. Who cares? That's just kind of how it felt to me anyway, just who cares? I'll still probably get it, but eh. Then there's the actual ones. Kolomaru DX, Aqua Sports DX, and Life Guardia 1 DX. These things, okay. So when I first saw them, I thought they looked completely terrible. Except for Life Guardia 1, I thought it looked okay and interesting. I thought the other two were awful, though. Then that was just with the prototypes, like the Koro stuff. But then after seeing them, in the Koro videos and a little bit more, detailed, I thought, okay, these actually look decent. Want to see them in person, but they look decent enough. Not as bad as I thought. After a while, I think they kind of grew on me, and I thought, yeah, these are actually cool. They might even exceed the Bottle Man, like current Bottle Man stuff. And then, now after seeing them, I don't have them in person, so I can't make a full judgment still. But after seeing them in a video, I have to say, they're not shit, but they aren't good. I don't like them that much. I'm going to get them in person, but I don't think they look very good. They might grow on me over time once I get them in person, see them more often. But for now, I don't think that they look good. I think Kolomaru just does not really hold up very well. I think that, well, actually, let me just start with Life of Guardian 1, because I have the least complaints about it. Life of Guardian 1 takes the place of Gyokroc for the main control type. Kind of disappointing. I would have really liked to see a DX version of it. I mean, it could still come later, though. I mean, just because it's not one of the original three. I mean, like, hell, like, look at Beyblade Burst God, for example. Spriggan, one of the original four, was not there, but then it ended up getting 2 evolutions in God, and took the 2 biggest slots of the year. I mean, like, I'm not going to say Gyokroc DX won't happen, but, I don't know how evolutions really go with Bottle Man and stuff, so we'll have to see. It might not, but it might still. Anyways, Life Guardia 1 DX. This thing, I actually like it. I think for the most part it is good. There is one thing that bothers me, and that is that it is asymmetrical. I don't like how the cap is on the left side of it and not the right side. That bothers me. If it was both, or just neither, this would have been really cool, but because of that, it looks fine. Again, I like it for the most part, it bothers me still. We were so close. Then there's Kolomaru DX. Kolomaru DX, it's... Okay, so the arms, like the legs, the body, everything seems at least okay. But then the headpiece just looks, in my opinion, kind of ugly. And I hate the way it attaches to the main, like the core of it, basically. For some reason, so the head, like where it ends, like where I guess you could say the quote-unquote jaw would be, is, on the core, and then there's still a little bit of the core that sticks out past it. I think that looks horrendous. If they could have made it at least like flush with the core, or maybe stick out a little bit more, this could have been really cool looking, but because it doesn't, I think it's I think it is not a massive downgrade, but a bit of a downgrade from the original Kolomaru. At least in my opinion. From what I've heard from some people, apparently these are more beat-em-on-like, and I have to say, there is a reason to why I don't want to collect anything from beat-em-on, and it's because I don't think they look that great. I think they're probably a lot more fun than Bottle Man, but they don't look great, and for me, it's kind of a deal breaker there. Since I am definitely going to collect these more than anything, and I just don't care to do that if they're not going to look that good. And DX takes after Beat 'em on a lot more than the original Bottle Man stuff, or it's kind of like an in-between. I'll still collect Bottleman DX. It's just I don't want to collect Beat'em stuff, and Bottleman DX I think is a step in the wrong direction for me personally. I'm sure a lot of other people are much happier with them. I'm just not personally. Yeah, Kolomaru is a somewhat of a downgrade. Not that bad though. And I'm just gonna say it, Aqua Sports DX is a war crime. This is absolutely terrible looking. Again, everything aside from the head is okay. The magazine is weird though, it's like kinda short, and the third cap doesn't fit in that well, so I mean, it's a little bit strange looking, but I mean, it's passable, I guess. However, the headpiece has the same problem as Kolomaru, it just does not. The core just sticks out too much. But the head, there's no underneath part. So, before you have like the eyes and the head crest above, which sometimes have like extra eyes or whatever, this doesn't have that. You just have like nothing underneath. And then you just have like these dragon like eyes. It just does not look very good. I think it looks really stupid. I think Aqua Sports honestly is my least favorite bottle man, but I still think it looks solid. Aqua Sports DX is just, man, that is garbage. I think, yeah, Aqua Sports DX I think is my least favorite bottle man now for sure. And if I'm being completely honest, I think Mario DX is worse than the original Aqua Sports. Those are probably my two least favorite bottle men of all time now, which is funny. Life one, I don't know. That's probably maybe middle of the road for me, or maybe slightly below. It's not bad though. It's definitely competing with the other ones. I want to see it in person though, because I want to know how big it looks compared to the other Bottleman stuff. If it's kind of like a good sized one in comparison, like I know like there's like the dog head thing. And there's no cap on it or anything like the others, but I want to see how that compares to like the other Bottleman stuff. And if it looks like weirdly small, that's not a good thing. So yeah, Bottleman DX I think so far is a disappointment. Funny thing, I was actually like, before I watched those videos, I'm like, I kind of want to order the DX stuff, and I was looking at some sites. I was about to maybe pay some expensive shipping to get them. I changed my mind. I'm going to just hold off until I can get them for a better price because I am not as interested as I was. I just got some other Bottleman stuff. I just got, whole random collection with, Kolomaru Energy, Aqua Sports Shield, Gyakrock 4G, and Dual Gold, the double sparkling set with Sparking Knight and Tan Satan, and just CC Leon. So, I mean, that's everything. I'm almost tempted to just buy the recolors before I get DX, but I probably won't do that. That'll probably be like an after Bottleman DX is over type of thing, or if there's ever another like dry period, but yeah. DX so far, not looking too good. I am excited for Raid Brave. I believe that should be next month's Bottleman, or maybe June, I don't know yet. It should be like the new Wonder Grape. That actually looked pretty cool. I am interested to see what else they have. Apparently there's supposed to be like an orange crab Bottleman eventually. Maybe that'll be the June release. I'm assuming Raid Brave would be May. Then again, we haven't heard anything about it, so maybe June. The orange one hopefully would be like June, July then. I don't know. I'm just interested to see what they do. So far, not the best though. We'll see. I definitely want to get them in person though, because if I see them in person, my mind might change. Because like there's been a lot of things that I thought were gonna be a lot worse with Bottleman. I thought that which one was it? Let me look. I thought that Salifier was boring as all hell. Honestly, I thought Salifier was kind of really bland. But after getting it in person, I actually like Salifier quite a bit. It's not my favorite, but it's like, this is actually a pretty solid Bottleman. I actually quite like it. The color's really nice too. So I think I need to see them in person. I think I will say this at least. It will be very hard for them to like let me down in person. I think at worst it's just like, yeah, this is like what I was expecting from the video. But I think there is a possibility that I'm like, oh hey, these are actually kind of cool. So we'll see. Very, very unsure of Bottleman DX though after that video. So yeah, there is my talk about Divine Belial and Bottleman DX. So I don't know how much I'll talk about that next week. However, next week I will be able to talk about, I'll probably talk about a little bit about some of that stuff still, and then, I don't know about Bottleman, maybe a little bit, if I order them especially. But I'll probably mention Divine Belial stuff a little bit more. I'm sure I'll think of something. Wonder Egg Priority Limited Edition, I'll talk maybe about that. Min Min Amiibo, that'd be fun, and then Switch Sports. Next week should probably be a shorter week. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a pretty long weekly Blaze. I think over an hour. I could be wrong though. It could be like a 40-minute one for all I know. I don't think I recorded a ton each day, so it might actually be shorter than I'm imagining. But regardless, that is all for this weekly Blaze. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.